Do not summon on Huo Huo Ho-Ho's HH's banner. I can't pronounce your name. I'm gonna quit trying. I've given up. I say it wrong every time. Don't summon on her. Don't summon on her banner. It's just not worth it, guys. And in today's video, that's what we're gonna be talking about. All of the reasons on why you should not be summoning on her banner, why you should be skipping it, maybe for part 2 of the update with Argenti and Silver Wolf, or maybe just even holding off until version 1.5. I think those are some really good options to look at there. And also on top of this, I'll be giving in-depth explanations on why you should be skipping, going over all the characters on the current banner and comparing their value to characters on the next banner, and just Huo Huo compared to Argenti as well. So before actually hopping into the video, just want to let you guys know, summon if you want to summon for them, right? It's your account at the end of the day. I have to say this for every video, and someone will be in the comment section of this video saying, "Oh, you two. You stinky little stew. Oh my god. This video is pointless if you're just going to tell us to summon for who we're going to summon for anyways. And if you're in this video with that mindset, then L. I'm sorry, my face is blue. My mother monitor keeps coming on. Anyways, that's besides the point. If you're going to be copium, then be copium somewhere else. You can be copium in the comment section down below. I get a good giggle out of it. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop into reason number 1 now, which is the banner itself. The banner for this banner right here, this HH banner is abysmal. It is so down bad. It is horrible. I don't know what they were thinking putting all of these DPS characters, and not even good 4-star DPS characters of that, on this banner. I made a video about this the other day, talking about how the banners are scam and stuff like that. I guess if you want like a more in-depth explanation on why the banners are scammed, then go watch that video. And the value that you actually get from the characters on this banner is really not that much. Let's go down the list here and talk about everyone on the banner first though. First, we have Danny Soyboy Hong. So Danny is a wind-type hunt character. I'm sure you've all know him. I'm sure you've all seen him because you get him absolutely for free just by playing the game. He is someone that everyone gets, and he's there, right? He does single target damage, and he can hit some decently high damage on certain turns, right? If he has his wind penetration up and if he has his ultimate up, then hey, go for it. You're hitting big damage. But outside of it, you don't really hit high damage with him until you hit Eidolon 4. At Eidolon 4, you get an extra turn with him, which is really, really big for his kit and really allows him to do a lot more damage. I'm going to get into the Eidolon discussion a little bit later in this video, but just know you need higher Eidolons for him to actually function well for your account. On top of this, I think Sampo is just a better option for a wind type sub DPS because, let's be honest, Danny is probably not going to be your main DPS for wind anyways. You want someone just to break shield with wind and then come in with another like hyper carry or another high damaging character to do your main damage, right? You really only have one high damaging wind character in the game, and that's going to be Blade right now. So your options are very few and far between, and I prefer Sampo all the way. Now let's talk about the second character on this banner, Arlan. I had to stand up for this one, boys, because I don't know what the thought process was of putting Arlan on this banner, right? And yes, I understand that, you know, 4 stars have to be rotated out in banners, but why? Arlan could have been put on the second banner, man. I wouldn't even complain about that, but this banner, really? I feel like that Huo Huo or HH is very counterintuitive or counterproductive against Arlan, because Arlan wants to be low HP to actually do big damage. And the problem is that HH will heal you up every single turn, meaning you're not getting to your HP thresholds every turn because HH is healing you up every single turn. So you don't pair them on the same team together because it just doesn't work out, because it heals him at the beginning of every single turn. It's just not that good all around, right? And as far as Eidolons go, I mean, E1's okay. It gives him a little bit of a damage bonus. E2 is okay as well. I mean, it removes a debuff from himself whenever he uses an ultimate move or a skill, which I mean HH would be doing to him anyways because she removes debuffs from the target ally. I can't talk about leaks, but she would be more beneficial in this than he would be. And then with Arlan's E6 and HH on the same team, it does not work that well either, because whenever you use an ultimate, it gives HP back, meaning with E6 with Arlan, you need to be below 50% HP to actually proc off his ability to get a bonus damage increase. If she's healing him when he hits that ability, you're gonna lose that because you pop above 50% HP. So it's just like, it's all just kind of counterproductive, and I don't understand why he's on this banner, right? I think I would have been fine if they swapped Arlan out, maybe with any of the characters. I'm talking any of the characters from Argenti banner, or just put another character on there. I don't know. Like, if you want Arlan, yeah, sure, just put Arlan in the second part. He just doesn't make sense for this banner, and you don't get much value out of having both of these units, especially as a new free-to-play player. If you're new coming to the game from PS5, this banner just does not make sense for you. And I haven't even got on the best unit of the banner yet, which is, I think, by far, Serval. Serval is the best unit on this banner as far as 4-stars go, but she's kind of getting phased out. Honestly, she's just kind of getting phased out, and the reason that is because you really need her, first of all, higher eidolons to hit her max potential. She gets a huge damage bonus at E6, and that's where the majority of her damage comes from. If you don't have that, then it's kind of down bad, in my opinion. But, like, overall, right, she is the best 4-star on the banner. She kind of makes sense. She works with HH, and I guess Danny even works with HH as well, if you even take in the new planner set to account. I would be fine with having 2 fodder units on this banner with how good HH actually is. I would be completely fine with having 2 fodder units and having that, right, or a decent unit. Put a decent unit in this, a decent unit as a third unit. Replace Arlan, because Arlan just makes no sense for this banner, but realistically, your 2 fodder, every character on here is fodder, right? Whereas if you compare this to Argenti's banner is just full of absolute bangers. First of all, you get Asta, you get Hanya, which is a new 4-star, which is looking to be absolutely amazing. And on top of this, you're also getting links as well. You're getting a healer as well, a sustained character. And you can just get so much more value out of summoning on that banner, even if you don't want Argenti, right? You can summon on Silver Wolf. I'm not saying Silver Wolf's the best by any means. Or Argenti, right? I'm saying as far as 4-star value, you're getting a lot more value out of those banners than you actually do out of this banner altogether, right? Because Lynx obviously heals a team, you have Asta that gives speed buff, attack buff, and then you have the new Hanya, which gives a speed buff, attack buff, and regenerates skill points back. I just think the support units and sustain characters are the foundations of your account. And if you're a new free-to-play player coming to this game, or just a new player that doesn't spend that much money on the game playing this game, or just starting off playing the game, but I think you should just skip for like Argenti or Silver Wolf's banner, which is what we're going to talk about now. We're actually going to compare Argenti to HH in kind of like a comparison. I'm gonna try my best to do this. The problem here, right, is HH is great, right? She's a great sustained character with harmony elements to her. I honestly think she's more of a harmony character than a sustained character, but that's kind of like her talent helps with healing, her skills helps with healing, but everything else in her kit just helps with like energy regen, attack percentage, and doing stuff like that, right? So she feels more like a harmony character. I don't feel like she's gonna have as good as healing as like someone like Locha has. I do feel like she's going to be a mega buff for the team though. I feel like she is going to provide a lot as far as like buffs and like getting your energy back up and reusing ultimates and stuff like that. But I feel like she is going to be harder to play on teams than someone like Argenti. Argenti is just ooga booga. You use one attack the whole time. You use skill, because we're not using the lower cost ultimate at all, right? So the gameplay is skill, high cost ultimate, use that, and Unga Boonga, rinse and repeat. And as far as HH's playstyle, right, her playstyle is a lot more methodical, I would say, because you gotta kind of time up. Okay, well, I need to use my skill here, so we have our stacks of our talent up, but I need to be, integrating this into the rest of the team. I have to be kind of SP efficient, so my other team, the rest of my team, can actually, use their skills to get their energy back up as fast as possible. But at the same time, I need my HH to get her energy back up as fast as possible, so I'm able to give an attack buff to the team, and I'm able to give energy to the whole team as well, so everyone's able to get their ults back. It's just a lot more methodical play, and then you have to be like, well, this is only going to mainly heal one person, right? So who is the one person that I'm healing? She doesn't have like I guess AoE or like a full team heal like most healers have. So yeah, I think that might be kind of copium as well. Also, you have to wait for the turn to proc back to heal. So if your allies are slow, then or they're slowed down, then you're not getting any healing off of them. But yeah, that's my kind of comparison between her kit and Argenti's kit. I think that Argenti for newer players is just much easier to play. He has one of the highest damage multiplier, I think the highest ultimate damage multiplier in the game, especially for single target enemies. I think he is going to absolutely slay. He is a hyper carry fiend. You can run him on a hyper carry comp, which is I would say probably one of the easier comps to run him on, and on top of that, his banner gives him a great foundation to work off of. You're getting someone that gives him speed if you want speed. You're getting someone on there that helps with skill point regeneration. You're using skill points from every round. This could help out get more skill points for him. Then you're just getting his ultimate back. I just think that his banner and him himself is a lot better option for a free-to-play account, because you might say like, oh, well, I don't have a sustain character. Well, that's okay. You don't necessarily need HH to be your sustain. You could summon our Argenti's banner and get a Lynx. I think it's as easy as that. Lynx is a great sustain character. Like, she does a cleanse with her ultimate. She provides healing every single turn for your team. And I know a lot of people probably don't use her if they have Bailu, Locha, Fushuan, and stuff like that. But if you're a new free-to-play player coming to the game, or if you're just lacking sustains in general, I think this could be a great option for you. I just don't think it's worth spending your Stellar Jades on Huo Huo's banner with how good she actually is, because I feel like she is really good. At the end of the day, I just don't think that the value there, even including her there, is worth summoning for her. I'm just going to be honest with you. But yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment below. How do you feel about summoning for HH, Huo Huo, tell me what your guys' thoughts are on that. I would be very curious to see, because it's probably going to be a clusterfuck of a comment section. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you gamers enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys. Bye-bye.